CLOUD9 moving as a cohesive unit into the A-bomb site, where Synopsy can be holding from the apartments alongside GXX and the Zero USPs. Synopsy with a kill onto Axel, drawing out first blood. Second kill goes the way of Hobbit, and GXX is so well known of the veteran of the T side, gets in with his double, and Senna can take it back to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, just when it looked like there could have been plant denial there from Flatwood working up from short, he just gets peeked in on the angle. Hobbit out from pit, needs to fight with Perfecto.
And Perfecto goes down, drawing them into the back corner of the site. Rigon now has no kit, needs to face and fight, and need to do it quickly. Aware of Shiro, now hearing Hobbit. Engagement's looking up to the apartments, tapping with that USP, missing most of his bullets.
There's still a bit of time left on the clock, and if they do continue for the app spot, this could be a lot of destruction. There's a lot of players to defend up here on A.
Sending smokes back towards that bracket position, so imagine there's going to be at least a moto smoke coming out. GXX evaded by the majority of the T-side forces. Flatro and GXX can get those headshots quick against Electronic and Hobbit. That's not good at all because the bomb's been dropped in the open. Perfecto and Shiro get back in with two more of their own. There's still 3 CTs to deal with here. They've been reduced to 2 as Axel's down. Shiro now falling to leave it all on Perfecto. He needs to be nothing short of it. And that is not what he will be. BNE respond.
Have not taken much damage out there to the apartments, but they are gaining the brackets control. A single smoke out there to long forces a reposition from GXX. Might have to get out towards Arch side.
Minute on the clock. Senna swings alongside GXX, and actually they combine for those 2 kills. One trade back from Shiro. Synopsy also presses on with his own Galil. They do lose Senna in the end, but it's still down to Axel alone in the 1v3 situation. Flatro ready for the man. That's a second for Bad News Eagles. Live.
This is a really good press for BNE to try and win an opening AWP fight out there from mid, to press the apartments, to keep playing the AWP aggressively towards short. It definitely feels like BNE have the intent of trying to win these opening exchanges. Hobbit, for a moment, looked like he was going to catch the timing. GXX, though, oh, he actually gets a pick onto Electronic. I thought Shiro was going to get that kill for sure.
Beautiful kill. Follow up there for Bad News Eagles. Opener, no trades back for CLOUD9. So the smokes come down to Cross and Coffins, count the smoke of the CT side on the center of the bomb site. Rigon turn away from the flashbang. Second one will catch him. He's forced to make his way back out behind some cover. 15 seconds. T's need to make a move on the backstabs, closing in as well from Banana itself. Synopsy with one, Rigon with another, Hobbit and Perfecto good for those 1-for-1 trades each, but leaves Perfecto in a 1-on-3 situation. No time left. Faced in by CTs from all angles. And Bad News Eagles claiming 4 in a row against CLOUD9 without allowing any bomb plants so far. And CLOUD9, first bomb plant of the matchup secured, minus that pistol. Senna has found Shiro to start things off here in round 7. Perfecto only able to go so far as that one trade, running right into the hands of GXX, who keeps it back at a 4-on-3. Bad News Eagles up by a man. Is he going to get given a chance against Hobbit? Will he extend against Electronic? He's considering both those options. Jump face, the second man has got to get out of there.
And GXX is seeing 2 towards B and the bomb, and rather than just maintaining his life and falling back directly, he wants another fight. They've rotated Rigon over. He can smoke down top Banana now.
Gonna hold for a duel as the Molotovs will start to burn out. The smoke can come back. He's actually going to wait and allow GXX a chance to position the AWP for a pick. The Molotov sent back towards Dark, and he's still not using that smoke. The T's may be allowed access to the bomb site. Bad News Eagles flashing their way for a brute force approach. Rigon's good for that first pick, not that second. Electronic goes down to GXX anyway, and Axel dealt with by Synopsy, as Bad News Eagles are locking in these rounds solidly now.
And they're playing really well. They're playing off each other incredibly well, and GXX is not moved whatsoever. Synopsy is at least seeing contact out to the apartments.
And that springs CLOUD9 into action. Here comes the hit. Mac 10 up close and personal. Electronic dealt with by Flatro. Synopsy actually get Axel there in the apartments. Flatro in for 2 more, only gets 1. GXX is there for support, and Perfecto, the Nano, got tagged at the start of the round, left to close it, and will not be able to survive a 1 versus 4. Not being conducive to adding to the CLOUD9 scoreboard. They need to change something drastic and soon. Force forward of Rigon and Senna. Flash around the corner. Hobbit still goes falling. Senna takes his own teammate out, which is a little bit of an awkward stance because of the nature of being blind and also losing his life to Shiro's forward face. Now Flatro in the back of the site. 2-for-1 trades so far, favouring CLOUD9. Swing in, Electronic to be denied. Double up as Flatro's perfect patience pays off on the defensive. Axile and Perfecto, 2 versus 3, make it 1. Axile will try his best to fight on with a mid-air headshot. Low HP against GXX. And a wild steal comes in from CLOUD9.
And there's just so much to unpack in that round. First off, CLOUD9 not even clearing the bomb site out all the way. A hard tuck, a hard lurk coming through from Flatware out towards Nubox. That looked like that was going to be enough to be able to get a couple of kills. Axar, I mean, I suppose it's just a bit unlucky there for Synopsy, isn't it?
Is that the momentum swing for CLOUD9? It could be the economy swing here in this round. Money is low for Bad News Eagles, but Rigon has started. Perfecto will trade it. Low HP on that, man. Axel in the apartments has now suppressed the 2 men that aggressed through the app's entrance. He's expected him to push forward, but...
Yeah, this info play is going to come in too late. It comes down to the site anchors, and JXX is out in the open right now.
Synopsy sees them. Not even an app's pop, just a walkout straight from Hobbit, and Axel's bomb has been seen. The York will land on Perfecto. As Axile will take back a trade, a 2-on-2. Bomb is down in at pit, not able to cross without flash support, which does throw the aim off for GXX a little bit, even though he wasn't fully blinded there. Smokes in, plant secured.
Now, GXX has been on it from the word go, and he's still alive in the retake. This is very doable in the 2v2.
Flatro makes his way up. AK seeing his shoulder, unable to engage the full-on kill. Axile, the insurance policy on the bomb itself. Both players will peek the AWP, unable to land its kill just yet. Axile swings, GXX takes it right back. Shiro looking for a headshot, but gave maybe a pixel to the AWP, who makes it a successful 3K and a retake for Bad News Eagles.
Another X Factor. And this round did not feel like it had very much at all. And spots out the AWP and Perfecto out there from brackets. Let's have a look at this last kill. Oh my goodness. That is not much of a player to look at.
It was very quiet for CLOUD9 as they start to smoke their way into the B-bomb site. Flash is also sent up. Cross and Coffins locked out. Synopsy can't do much from back here. The bomb will get planted, but the retake will seem to be on here for Bad News Eagles. Synopsy tagged up, but not dead.
Perfecto looking to try and cut those rotates straight away, and he's going to come over. There's mass players coming banana.
4-on-3. Keep Axile suppressed. Electronic. Back up on the center of the site. Hobbit can only do so much. That AK going one better. The Galil desperate to hold on to something out here over at Nubox. 2 players are tagged. Axile needs to get involved. Electronic's not going to last long. He still gets 1, but straight for the smoke. GXX takes 1 more and can double up to close out the retake, make it 9 for Bad News Eagles. 7 to make up. Bad News Eagles. M4's locked. Electronic dealt with. Shiro can't turn it back against them. Advantage extended as well by Hobbit. 2 players up the CT side. Reduced down here on the center of A. Flatro falling center. Back in with one of his own. Axile traded back, but B site's open and Cloud9 recognized that.
Finally, the trade's working out nicely for Cloud9 there on the default. Nice angle for Perfecto. Just when he started opening up B, knows that Center's the only A player, so press up aggressively, get yourself out there towards CT, peek on the contact to Hobbit. A 3rd round in from Cloud9. Center down to an MP9 and a lucky U2 aggression from Flatroo down mid.
Swing in, Perfecto and Hobbit both caught off. One blinded, dead to rights on both the individuals. Shiro's forced to fight back with that AWP. Eventually connects his kill. Electronic got tagged and GXX unawares of how close he is towards his man. B&E with 60 seconds remaining for that offensive line. Cloud9 do lose Electronic in the end. GXX able to strike out from mid. The 2-man advantage ensues.
Yeah, this playstyle from B&E is just catching Cloud9 off guard so many times in the first half. Axar with a smoke out in his hands. GXX back it off out towards quad, stuck out the open, still wins the fight repositioning.
Shiro gets that response, but Synopsy so quick to get it back.
Rigon and Sinner maintaining top banana.
Flash and Molly sent. Perfecto caught center. Kill found. Again for Bad News Eagles. Electronic takes back the trade, takes some damage in return. It's the 4 versus 4 with a relatively similar HP line, minus Shiro down at 19 HP. That might become a concern, especially now that the B site's been bolstered by a 2nd player. Center waiting, M4 leaning. Players will keep their heads tucked away from contact as a third man likes to rotate to the defensive and the bomb. Yet to commit fully, but it should do so soon here. Flashes and smoke sent over. Flatro gets involved. Senna gets Hobbit down to 2 players again for Cloud9. Axile will get 2 back to return to a 2 versus 2. Plant trying to get denied. Flashbang forward. GXX gets his man a little bit too late. Bushiro falls quickly after the fact anyway. So Bad News Eagles indeed will lock in 11-4 at the turn of the half.
Perfecto. Out here towards B has already made noise. They're not going to walk on the contact as of yet.
I don't know what that drop weapon was all about, but they are going to press on eventually. Perfecto trying to get a decent pick in, but needs to be careful about going overly aggressive here. We face down with the T-side forces as the backup starts rotating in from mid. 4 players in with the backstab in from Banana. Synopsy, the man to take that contact, will fall back, and now Cloud9 look to storm that B site very quickly here.
Now, B&E have got Coffin's control, but they haven't taken construction, and when they do, they'll spot out Perfecto.
Trying to fight, but overwhelmed by the firing squad. Rigon credited with the kill, and the CTs will make their way in and just get absolutely decimated by the T-side forces. All 5 alive for Bad News Eagles, and that pistol is massive for their campaign.
That pretty much secures the deal, doesn't it, for B&E?
Hold their nerve. Bad News Eagles will press the bomb into Banana. Not quite with a full-on commitment, though. Counter smokes will come back at the CT side. Vector's going to try and make a play. Shiro's caught Rigon with a quick headshot out towards the cross. Nades in for Flatro. Axel trying to respond with 2 of his own. Smokes down. 5-7 on site for Electronic. That makes it 3 on BNE. Trying to get 2 in Baps. Flatro and Synopsy can strike together and just about hold on to those picks before they go down. Plant will be secured. 3v3 retake.
Now, this is going to be difficult for Cloud9, but not impossible. Good kill there onto Flatro. That starts changing the complexion.
AK in the hands of Perfecto now. Synopsy and GXX both lean together in towards that short control. Synopsy's down to the Mac 10 and the AK feeling heavy pressure now. Attack from the higher entries and his spray goes all over the place, not to connect to the full-blown killer Hobbits. Incendiary perfectly timed though, so they can't press with those 2 players being such low HP. Rat plays to come in instead. Shiro has missed his AWP shot though. AK does get found in the end. Now the T's press on Perfecto to mow through the likes of Rigon. Synopsy, they'll tray back on Hobbit. Perfecto's not done though. Back and Ubot swinging back. Big gap as well towards CT. No smoke to make it cross. Actually, a flashbang comes in instead. Perfecto's caught with his knife out. And GXX can land on Shiro. 2 versus 2. Key mistakes made by Cloud9. Axel gets back in on it. And Synopsy is all that remains. The 1-on-2 aggressive here in construction. They could both line up for him, but Electronic keeps the line held.
And that was a great effort there from B&E because that round did not have a lot going their way. When you look at the whole premise.
Find themselves up on the Hero AK, so it's not like it's an impossible round to make happen with the upgrade pistols as well, especially if they can punish Electronic here. Boost as well for, I believe, the AWP is sure to look down towards the stairs. Now that they've gained that mid position, Electronic can strike. There's many players making their way in from Banana, but not the bomb carrier. Synopsy can swing on Hobbit, get that kill. Now look for Perfecto next. Players of the pistols are going to bait in the information, and now the AK will swing for the contact. That bomb's so wary of what's going on back here, though, and they pulled the whole rotation. He can still make his way into the A site if it wants to.
Yep. A fast pace and acceleration for the T's. They should at least get a bomb plant. Is this round winnable? I mean, there's 2 players with armor, and Flatrou's picked up the M4 now. I think it is. Double in the mini pit. Ooh, this could be cheeky. This could be quite a harsh bait and switch.
This is the M4 up first and foremost. The AWP's been seen. Electronics out in the open, putting those HEs down. Shiro can grab him. The M4 falls right into the hands of Flatro, but they've wasted so much time here on the CT forces. Axel with a pick. Chance right there for Rigon. Perfecto takes his back up, takes the main man down. But that 1 kill is all you require for Bad News Eagles to make it a Hero AK steal and 14-6 on the board. And now Senna next up to task. Flashbangs. Actually not even being sent by there. It's all a ruse with the smokes instead. M4 lines up 2 for Axile. Bomb gets dropped again. Senna forcing out a fight on the site. That's 1 trade back out of 3 picks that got started by Cloud9. And it's him and GXX now that need to fight back from the back foot.
It's pure pace from being into this round, and it's not worked out at all. At least the HP bars are low. This is still a workable round for them.
Especially if they get Electronic. High HP element here of the A defensive. The forward facer at the very least tagged up a little bit by the utility being sent back and forth. Flashes his direction, the gun barrel being seen, the swap out to the AK as well known. The AWP could backstab against the man as the smoke fades here. 43 seconds. They're wary of the second man. Electronic finally goes down. Player and company, players at long. Bomb can get recovered. And Shiro burns to death, 2v2.
It burns to the molly, and look at that smoke down there. That smoke tried to deny the molly, and instead it's actually given a pathway to pick up the bomb and get it planted.
It's another critical mistake there for Cloud9. They make their way in quick. Engagement center lands on one. One more to go. Axel's on 16 HP, and he taps his head clean off his shoulders. 16-6 as bad news Eagles, in the most unlikely of circumstances again, become the first place team out of Group B and into the playoffs.
And there's no denying that that is the best result individual series that B&E have won in the last 3 months. That's a great feeling. Not only is it against an extremely strong side in Cloud9, but it's